I started to feel like this love from complete strangers, who would welcome me into their home, and we would share, fruit and tea, and I would try my best to speak with anyone. So this kind of opened up this truth and experience seeking like mindset in myself, being out of my country. Then I go to Malaysia. I say thank you so much, Bali. Thank you so much, Indonesia, Jakarta, all of you. It was absolutely amazing. I had that love in my heart. And I go to Malaysia next. So I was probably doing a visa run or something. Just like flowing, wherever I felt to go next. And I was at the place where I was staying. I decided to move from KL and go down to this food city, at the bottom of Malaysia. And when I got there in this hotel, I met this hijabi named Anne. And Anne was so sweet. And it was like a very, very hot day out. I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do today. And she was like, will you come with me? I have a car. I'm going to go to visit some mosques around the city. And I was like, yeah, absolutely. I was in my season of just trying to meet new people, learn new truths, understand things. So I hop in this stranger's car who turned into a friend of mine later, and she brings us to, I think it was 3 mosques that day. The first one we get to in Malaysia, she shows me how to put on hijab. She teaches me some of the rules, like, okay, you have to cover. They have some here. We'll get you one. So I cover. I wear, all my arms, my legs. She puts the scarf over my head. I'm taking pictures with her. It's amazing. I think I had this black bucket hat at the time. I'll try and find you a picture. It was so funny. So we go into the masjid, and it's this beautiful one that's like sitting on the sea. And I just like sit there and I'm looking around, and she's smiling at me like with a really big smile, and I don't understand why. And I see the ocean and I just start crying. Like tears are just coming down my face, and I'm feeling some sort of like it's like a loving energy I couldn't explain, and like tears are just coming out of me, and I'm laughing and I'm looking at her and I'm feeling like a crazy person. And I'm like, Anne, I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. She starts crying with me. And I was like, this is the weirdest experience of my whole life. SubhanAllah. So we continue on with our day. I'm still not sure what just happened. And eventually, I develop a really nice friendship with Miss Anne. Allahu Akbar, right? See, look at that. That's amazing. She introduced me to a little bit of her family. They dropped me to the airport, and I have to go on my way. But she was so kind, she showed me the local food. We spent, like I said, the whole day together. So that experience really like set with me. As I was going to the bus stop, actually, before I even met Anne, there was this man, this older gentleman, this older Malaysian man at the bus stop. I think his family had owned a food stand. So as I was getting ready to hop on the bus and travel down to this city, he stops me and he was like, have you heard of Islam? And I was like, no, sir, I have not. He was like, here, come sit. We have food. I'll make you something to eat. Are you hungry? And I was like, yes, I am. So I ordered something to eat from his restaurant. And he sits down, and this stranger is sitting across from me. I'm enjoying a meal, and he's saying, so you haven't heard of Islam? And I was like, no, sir. And he's like, it starts with, all these prophets. We have many, many prophets. And he's like, and it ends with Prophet Muhammad. And I'm looking at this man and I'm just like, sure, I'll just listen. But he did share with me a lot of great information. And the one thing that stuck with me from him is that he kept repeating, as Muslims, he goes, I am nothing. You are nothing. We are nothing in this world. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay. He was like, we are smaller than a piece of dirt on the ground and a piece of dust. And I'm going to be honest, like when he shared that with me, I felt something, but I also felt triggered, like when he pointed at me and he was like, you are nothing. Because what Islam does is it strips away that ego, I think, inside of us as well. So we had a really nice conversation, and I tried to absorb as much information as I could that he was telling me, but that was the one thing that stuck with me.